I've got this, I've had this for, I don't know how many years I've had it. I've had it for a long time, maybe 15, 16 years. It's a really nice machine. I like it a lot. I've gotten a good amount of use out of it. It's a wood chipper. It's 10 horsepower. And what is that? Is it a Tecumseh engine or something? I don't know much about engines, so don't ask me what kind of an engine it is, but it works. It works great, and it's worked all this time. It can take, you know, a good 2.5 or 3 inch wet branch going down in there. You stick something in there that's really hardened and not wet anymore, it sort of just vibrates and makes an awful sound. It's a little beast for what it is. And of course, the reason I'm pointing this out is because I've been using it on all of the stuff that I've been chipping in the backyard. All these trees that I've been pruning. Let's take a look at the piles that I've generated. Yeah, so I spent probably an hour and a half out here doing some chipping. I don't know if it was an hour and a half, an hour, using that little machine. And you know, you have to stand there and push each stick all the way down in. And once it's finished chipping, then you grab another one and put it down in. So that's where I was chipping, right over there. And I've got a lot of wood here that I need to chip. So I was thinking I could probably use a better chipper. You know, more, not that that's a good chipper, but I mean, I think I need something that matches the work that I'm doing here a little bit more. That is my new Woodmaxx chipper. And my trusty homemade pallet forks things came in handy. That's the unit itself is 500 some odd pounds, and it comes with some framing and stuff like that for shipping. So good job, little pallet forks. All right, well, let's open this thing up. Okay, well, I got the box off. So this is a I'm not sure exactly how this thing works, but this is the basics of it. This has like a 120-pound flywheel in it. This thing runs on the PTO, and I think that the PTO powers some hydraulics here. And the hydraulics, they will control the feed rate. So it's got a little thing in there that pulls the wood in, which I like, because heck, that's it right there. That thing will go around hydraulically powered, and it's got its own little reservoir in there of oil. You know, the chipper that I have now, you have to push stuff in manually, and you have to stand there and, you know, sort of guide it in. And, you know, I think once you get this one going, you can pretty much walk away with, you know, maybe occasionally having to make a little correction on the feed. But the other thing it has is this little feed rate over here. So if you get into some pretty big wood, you can turn the feed rate way down, right? And so that 120-pound flywheel and the motor can operate at a high speed without bogging down with a big pieces of wood going through there. It's got a 6 by 8 inch feed hole, so you can put some pretty big things through there. And I think that for this little tractor here, you don't really want to go above 4 inches, but we'll see. I think I've got something above 4 inches. 99% of what I need is below 4 inches, and if you get something above 4 inches, I'd probably chop it up anyway and dry it out for firewood. They say that when they ship it, that everything is ready to go, that it's got the hydraulic fluid, and you can pretty much just unpack it and drive up to it, and it should be ready to go. I'll double check that on the manual. It does have the comes with a PTO drive, and apparently it's a good one. So we'll open it up and take a look at it. We'll get it hooked up. So in one box, I did order a kit, sort of a replacement kit for blades and stuff. So these are the blades. So one day when those other blades wear out, I got a spare set of blades here. And you engage the PTO, the back PTO, on low, and then you slowly raise the RPMs to 540, and that way you don't give 540 RPMs to the PTO all at once. You engage it early. Now, something like this you can't just throw in there. You gotta, trim it down a little bit. You gotta. This is an ugly branch here. I don't know if you're gonna hear me. This is an ugly branch here. Half dead, and see what happens. The engine didn't even think twice on that. Had it going for a while. Got a nice little pile there going. Well, the chute just clogged. It's no big deal. I believe it's no big deal. It goes down to protect the PTO. It could have been because I had this up, restricting the airflow. In any case, it's easy to open this thing up. I just have to undo that bolt right there. Okay, I just opened it up. And you can see it definitely has some chips floating around in there. It's probably this twig right here, maybe the primary blades on this 120-pound flywheel here are right here. So from the other side, the chips come through here, and 4 of these blades take off little pieces of it. It just needs to be cleaned out a little bit, and then we'll fire it back up again. So there's 4 of those blades. Did I say that? 4 of those blades, and then little pieces get chunked up in through there even further. Yes, if you're out in the field, so I'm lucky because I'm sort of by my house, but if you go out, what do you need to have with you? Well, that was a 19 millimeter on the metric side, or a 19 millimeter on the metric side.
What's that?
That's a screwdriver.
Yeah.
Put it back. Thank you.
Can you have a screwdriver?
There was a 19 millimeter bolt on the bottom. There was it had the nylon Loctite or whatever you call it, with a washer. So it's pretty straightforward.
I'm looking at the clouds.
Yeah, I'm looking at the clouds.
Then what is that? Then go get the weasel?
You want me to get the weasel?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't know. It's kind of nice just lying down here in this weather. You gonna lie down a little bit too?
Yeah.
Oh, good.